Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cherry the Geek TV. I'm Joe Vanourney. Today we are joined by George Nolfi. He's the director of a new movie called Elevation. Opens in theaters everywhere on November 8th. George, welcome to Cherry the Geek TV.
Thank
Uh,
you.
tell tell people about Elevation. How would you describe the film to people?
Well, a disaster happened several years ago in which about 95% of humanity was wiped out, and the 5% that survived was able to survive if they can get to and stay above 8,000 feet. So we uh, we meet a group of people. Anthony Mackie is our protagonist who live above 8,000 feet in a kind of idyllic, world up there, and his son, unfortunately, has a medical condition that requires him to go down below 8,000 feet and raid a hospital and get some stuff to keep his son alive. So now he has to
Uh,
go down and survive monsters.
what was it about the script that when you read it appealed to you and said, "This is the movie I want to direct next"?
Well, I thought it was a really interesting. It wasn't written for Anthony. It was written for a different age, different gender, everything, and I thought it would be really interesting to have Anthony play that part. So we revised it for him. Uh, Thematically, I thought the notion that our rationality is our greatest gift at the same time as it can be our undoing was really interesting, and the kind of twist at the end that brings that home. The notion of what would happen if all of our industry and electricity and power, everything stopped, what would happen to nature appealed to me. Shooting in Colorado really appealed to me. So that was one of my conditions for doing it. Yeah.
This is the third time you worked with Anthony Mackie after The Adjustment Bureau and The Banker. Talk about him and your working relationship. What about him as an actor? What qualities does he possess that you like? And talk about your partnership as actor and director.
Well, it's a lot of fun to work with Anthony, and we're friends, and that's a great asset to have because making movies can be, really stressful in the sense of like you got to accomplish this within a certain amount of time, and if you don't, too bad, your movie's gonna have a hole in it. So it's good to work with somebody who is cool under pressure and is fun to work with. And I think I'm sure we'll be doing another one soon enough. We're going to keep working together for a long time.
There's a couple of big pieces in the film, one involving a ski lift, the other one involving a mine. What was the biggest challenge in making the film? Did it involve one of those two locations?
Definitely getting a ski resort that was willing to let us work in the way that we needed to work on it. There's a reason you've never seen an actual action scene on a ski lift. I mean, you've seen James Bond like skiing underneath a ski lift, but to have people and creatures on a moving ski lift is really challenging. And it's at 11,500 feet. We were doing it in October, so it could snow at any time. And that would have just killed our ability to match anything that we'd already shot. So yeah, that was quite hard. Mine was also hard, but probably one step below the ski lift.
We're time to wrap up. Unfortunately, it's an amazing film. I recommend people go see it. Really cool premise and concept. The film's called Elevation. Opens in theaters everywhere on November 8th. George, thank you so much for chatting with us today on Cherry the Geek
So
TV.
appreciate it. Bye bye.